If you're not pooping every day, or better yet, several times a day, you could be feeding your fibroids without even realizing it. See, sis, here's the thing. If your bowels are slow, your detox is too. And that leftover waste contains excess estrogen and toxins. And they don't just sit there. They get recycled back into the body. And that can feed fibroids, inflammation, and fuel a never-ending cycle of hormonal discord. This might sound wild, but your daily bowel habits could be making or breaking your fibroid healing journey. And so today, in this video, I'm showing you how it all works, and most importantly, how to address it naturally. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Glampreezy, and if you are new here, hey girl, hey. I am a women's health advocate and a digital wellness creator. I talk about natural fibroid healing and all the things we need to know about our fibroids. And after shrinking my own fibroids naturally, I can tell you firsthand, detox is about way more than juice cleanses. Let's get into the real reason why your bowels might be holding your healing journey hostage, girl. But before we do, please hit that subscribe button and become part of the family, as I bring you natural fibroid healing videos every single week. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, come on in, girl. It's time to get into this. So I know that it's TMI and it's taboo to talk about, but we're family at this point on this channel, okay? So let's get into poop, the daily habit that can make or break your hormone balance. So poop is far more important than we thought it was, girls. It's not just waste. It's also your body's way of getting rid of excess estrogen and toxins. And when you don't go regularly, those hormones get reabsorbed into your body, as I said before. So think of your bowels as like the way you deal with the trash in your house. If no one takes the trash out regularly, it starts piling up. First it smells, then it attracts bugs, and eventually it affects the whole house, right? And not to mention it's funky. All because that backed up waste wasn't removed in time. So in essence, not pooping regularly is like letting that trash back up in your kitchen. It rots, it stinks, and it eventually starts causing problems way beyond the actual trash can. And before we get into this topic, I thought it was appropriate to discuss my beverage today. I am drinking Synergy Kombucha. This is the 30th anniversary Wildflower edition. I've talked about this one on my channel before. I love this one because not only is it the raw organic kombucha, it also has ashwagandha and lion's mane in it. Yes, girl. And no, this is not sponsored for anybody that is wondering. I just always share my gut health beverages with you guys in my videos. And for anybody that is new here, the information for that will be in the description bar below. So let's get into this. A lot of us don't understand why our gut matters in this whole picture of hormones and fibroids. Okay, so let me break it down from my understanding. After your liver detoxifies excess or old estrogen, it sends it into bile, which empties in the small intestine. From there, it should be eliminated through your stool. That's how your body gets rid of old or excess hormones. But if you're constipated or not going regularly, that estrogen doesn't always leave the body. And as I stated before, it can actually get reabsorbed into your bloodstream. And that alone can keep your hormone levels elevated. And we do not need that. And besides that, there's something that I discovered during my research that I want you guys to know about, because it also is a big piece of this puzzle when it comes to gut health and hormone balance. Ladies, meet estrobolome. This is a group of gut bacteria, and their job is to break down and clear out estrogen. I call them your estrogen cleanup crew. But when your gut is off from stress, low fiber, or even taking antibiotics for too long, that cleanup crew can't do its job in your gut, and estrogen is left to stick around longer than it should. So all in all, if you're not digesting and eliminating properly, it can pose a real issue for your hormone balance. And as we know, if your hormones are off, fibroids have a greater chance of growing and causing you hell. So just remember, healing isn't just about what goes in, but also what is or is not coming out. So let's now talk about a topic that I really haven't heard anybody talk about when it comes to fibroids and fibroid health. And that is the liver. So give me some latitude. I'm going to try to explain this in the most relatable way possible. So your liver is like a bouncer at the club. And that's the club for anybody that didn't know, like a nightclub. It filters out excess estrogen and toxins, but it needs your gut to be working to actually get rid of them. For instance, if the liver detoxes excess estrogen, but the gut doesn't digest well in order to eliminate properly via poop, you guessed it, it goes right back into that bloodstream. Now, let's take this a little bit further because you know I got to give you all the details. Your liver detoxes in 2 phases, phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 1 liver detoxification, in short, is like bagging up the trash. And phase 2 liver detoxification is like taking that bag out to the dumpster, for lack of a better imagination. And as I explained, if the trash man don't come, then we got problems, right? I truly believe that this topic that we're discussing today is one of the most overlooked things in fibroid healing, and for the women that are trying to shrink their fibroids naturally, or even for women that are just trying to rebalance their hormones and bring harmony back to their body. There isn't enough emphasis on detoxification. We've got so much information about what to put in the body, but we don't have enough emphasis on making sure that we are detoxifying our bodies properly to get rid of excess and old estrogen. Healing fibroids is very nuanced and it has many aspects, but this by far is one of the most important set of systems to support our healing. And the best part, it's well within our control and it doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't require surgery, prescriptions, or a $300 supplement stack to achieve. When I focused on consistent daily elimination and liver detox support, my fibroid symptoms almost immediately showed signs of improvement. And I just recently talked about feeling stuck and unmotivated and discouraged on your fibroid healing journey on my Substack account, which, by the way, if you haven't subscribed, please check out my Substack account. It is a wealth of information. In my recent upload over there, I talked about feeling stuck and helpless and frustrated, but that in many cases, we don't even have the foundational pieces of healing in order yet. And this is one of those pieces. So before we go and start talking about giving up and giving in, let's make sure that we go back to the drawing board and cover our bases first. So before we move on to some solutions, I just want to remind you that Detox for Fibroids is not about starving the body or about cayenne pepper lemon water. It's about nourishment and proper elimination. Supporting the liver, gut, and the bowels is the most direct way to reduce estrogen overload, reduce inflammation, and stop feeding your fibroids from the inside out. Okay, so now let's explore some solutions. And by the way, these are all things that I have done personally on this fibroid healing journey that have helped keep things moving, if you know what I mean. And I know that if you've been here for any length of time, you should know that I'm going to say focus on your diet. Yes, your diet is one of the easiest ways to address this issue. And more specifically, focusing on fiber. Let's break it down. Soluble fiber feeds good gut bacteria and it helps to bind and eliminate excess estrogen. Think chia seeds, flax seeds, organic gluten-free oats, sweet potatoes, avocados, for example. Insoluble fiber adds bulk and helps you go. Think quinoa, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, beet greens, collard greens, and dandelion greens, among many other fruits and vegetables. So we got options. And while I'm talking about diet, hydration matters, ladies. Aim to drink half your body weight in water in ounces per day. For example, if you're 150 pounds, you might want to drink 75 ounces of water. Start your morning with warm lemon water to stimulate digestion and bioflow. And don't forget to add minerals to your hydration efforts. You can drink coconut water or even adding a pinch of sea salt to filtered water for better water absorption. And I will link below one of my favorite brands of minerals and electrolytes to add to my water. Daily detox support. Let's get into it. And at the top of this list is chlorophyll water. A lot of people ask me on social media why I drink this so often. Adding a good quality chlorophyll drop out to your water, supports liver detox, binds toxins in the gut, and helps promote regular bowel movements. Yes, Lord. It also is anti-inflammatory and gently alkalinizes the body. And this is just the detox aspect of what chlorophyll water can do for your body. I will, of course, have my favorite linked down below for you. Some other daily detox options are dandelion root tea, milk thistle, kombucha, ginger, turmeric, and even live cultures from coconut or cashew yogurt can be a great probiotic for the gut and help support this system along. Okay, so let's talk about some supplements. But let me remind you, ladies, supplements are not a magic fix, but they can help you to support your detox systems, especially when your diet and lifestyle are already in alignment. Now, I said my piece. One of my current favorite obsessions is taking an extra magnesium glycinate supplement at night. For the ladies that are on My Happy Flow, I do want you to know that that supplement does have magnesium glycinate in it, but luckily it doesn't have a heavy dose because magnesium glycinate helps you sleep. I'm using an extra supplement for magnesium glycinate at night, not only because it helps to support my sleep, but it also helps to support the nervous system and the gut. So I like to take a heavier dose at night to promote better sleep, and when I wake up in the morning, helps things move along, if you know what I mean. I also love DIM. If you haven't already watched my video on DIM, please check it out for more information on that supplement, and that is diindolylmethane. That's a mouthful, but the short name for it is DIM. That also is in My Happy Flow. So for those of you who are wanting a supplement that has more than one of these things in it, My Happy Flow might be a good option for you. I'll leave it down below, but if not, check out DIM. Another supplement that I have taken and that I love to keep around is calcium D-glucarate. So the difference between DIM and calcium D-glucarate is that DIM helps with phase 1 detoxification and calcium D-glucarate helps with phase 2 detoxification, if anybody was wondering. And I love that now you understand what that means so that you can follow me. But both of these help to support estrogen metabolism and detoxification. I do want to note that these can be strong if you are just now starting on them. I do highly recommend to cut the daily dose in half when you first start so that you can slowly introduce your body to these things. They are powerful in terms of detoxifying excess estrogen, which is why they work so well for fibroids. So yes, and anybody who has tried My Happy Flow, for example, and felt a little off when they first used it, it's most likely the DIM in there. So maybe you might even want to cut your dose at first or even space them out instead of taking them every day. Maybe you could take it every other day just to give your body a chance to catch up to the effects of DIM especially. And lastly, on this list of supplements, this video would be nothing if I did not mention EGCG. EGCG is that girl when it comes to fibroids. I've talked about this supplement quite often. Just a warning, make sure that as with all supplements that you do your research and that you go slowly when first taking this. Again, I recommend trying a lower dose at first. And I would like to also mention that if you are caffeine sensitive, they do have caffeine-free versions of EGCG as well. But those are things that have been tremendously helpful for me on my journey when it comes to supplements and detoxification. And of course, this video would be nothing if I did not mention natural and energetic remedies. Like, who would I even be if I didn't mention these things, right? So I also feel like this is one of the most overlooked parts of gut and hormone health because your body literally needs to feel safe to let go, if you know what I mean. Pooping is a parasympathetic function, ladies, which means that your nervous system needs to be calm and grounded for proper elimination to even happen. Yes, our nervous system has two different modes. Sympathetic, which is our fight or flight mode, or our stress mode. And it actually physically slows our digestion down. Okay, so if you're out here in survival mode and in stress mode, then you are literally paralyzing your own ability to digest and eliminate properly. Okay, you're literally holding it hostage if you are not managing your stress. I digress. Parasympathetic is the other mode. This is our rest and digest mode. And I think it's safe to call this healing mode. So stress literally backs up everything emotionally, physically, and hormonally. And in Chinese medicine, the liver is tied to stored anger. So when we talk about detox and fibroid healing, we're not just talking about food, supplements, teas, etc. We're talking about energy, emotions, your nervous system. At the top of this list, castor oil packs for your liver. Please check out my article on how I do this properly and what I use for my castor oil packs over on Substack. I have a whole free article for you guys on this topic. Go over and check it out. My Substack will be linked below. So moving on, belly massage. This is one of my favorite things you can do for yourself, or if you have a partner, you can have your partner assist you. Just make sure that they are going in the right direction because you don't want to back anything up, all right? And also make sure that they're not applying a ton of pressure because after all, if you got fibroids, the last thing you need is somebody digging in your stomach. Just lightly to get things going. And you absolutely can use castor oil for this. Acupuncture. Oh my goodness. This is so underused in the fibroid healing community. Please check out acupuncture for your gut and digestion and your liver as well. Lymph drainage massages. Don't sleep, okay? They are not just for the girls who got the BBL. No shade, no tea, okay? But they are used a lot in that community. But what we don't understand is we all have a lymphatic system and it can very much benefit from lymphatic massage. And that very much helps with detoxification, you guys. Lymph is the body's cleanup crew, okay? So lymph massages are a great option for you. Sauna. The sauna is a great option. Sweating. Your pores are an excretory gland and it really does help to sweat out some of those toxins as well. So if you have a sauna in your gym or in your building or wherever, utilize that bad boy. Grounding practices. Whatever grounding practices that you feel comfortable doing, because remember, pooping is parasympathetic, ladies. And lastly, moving your body with intention. Yoga, nature walks, or even just stretching and getting into your body. That is really, really important on this journey and really does help with the process of detoxification and your gut health and your stress. I love something that is a 2-in-1, 3-in-1, 4-in-1. We gotta love it. Gotta love it. Okay, ladies, that brings this video to a close. I really hope that this topic helps you to address something that is so super important, but it's very accessible for you. Remember, if you are frustrated, if you're ready to give up, if you have just had enough on your fibroid healing journey and you haven't addressed the foundational pieces of healing, please try to do that first. Go back to the drawing board. It's okay to start over. Make sure that you have the foundational pieces in place first and see how your body feels after that. Focus on digestion and detoxification over the next 4 weeks and tell me how you feel. Okay? I want to invite everyone, if you have not already, please go over and join my Substack account. That account has so much information and support for you ladies. I can go deeper into topics over there than I can over here on YouTube. So please go ahead and subscribe to my Substack. One-on-one support calls are live right now. The link will be below. If you'd like to book a one-on-one with me and pick my brain, please go ahead and book your call. You guys ran me down again this time to open up my calendar. So I have done that for you guys for the month of August. So please go ahead and utilize those appointments to your benefit, okay? And remember that healing is not out of our reach, ladies. We just need the right information, the right tools, and a little structure. Holler at me down in the comments below and make sure before you get up out of here, okay, to thumbs this video up if you learned something new, because I know you didn't know all that. You didn't. I know you learned something new from your girl today. Join the family by subscribing to this YouTube channel for more fibroid healing info. Make sure that you check out another one of my videos. I have so many videos on natural fibroid healing. Please go ahead and check out this video to learn more about natural fibroid healing. And I cannot wait to see you in another video.